Yeah, that
right?
is
So it's
what is
overall.
Well, so hope I think मेरी स्क्रीन अब सब लोगों को विजुअल होगी. Is my screen visible to everyone?
Amit is just getting shared. Yeah.
Okay. Is it shared now?
Yeah,
Okay, sir.
yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So well, first of all, I will show you the software's introduction. आपको software का थोड़ा introduction बताऊंगा, and I will show you the software's GUI, that is the graphical user interfacing of the software. So here it is. It is your StatPro Connect Edition version, and you will get an option here at the left side, open. To open the pre-saved files, आप यहाँ open से जो भी आपकी pre-saved files है आप उनको open कर सकते हैं. Like if you want to open your आपकी जो personal files जो आपने पहले save की हुई होंगी वो भी आप open कर सकते हैं. And you have few verification models also. So from the verification models, so basically here in the verification models we have few मॉडल्स लाइक बीम डिजाइन ट्रसेस फ्रेम्स. तो इनके वेरिफिकेशंस करने के लिए हमारे जो आपके सॉफ्टवेयर के कोडिंग वाइज हमारे कुछ प्रीसेव पहले से यहाँ पर सेव मॉडल्स हैं. सो यू विल गेट इट हियर. सो मोस्ट ऑफ द थिंग्स हियर यू विल गेट अकॉर्डिंग टू द यूएस कोड, जस्ट बिकॉज क्योंकि सॉफ्टवेयर है दैट इज एन अमेरिकन कंपनीज जिनके थ्रू ये सॉफ्टवेयर क्रिएट हुआ है. तो जो आपके वेरिफिकेशन मॉडल्स में मिलेंगे आपको ये आपको मोस्टली आपको अमेरिकन कोड से मिलेंगे. And if you want to create a new model, for that you have an option new here. यहाँ new file से आप अपना new models create कर सकते हो. Here you have to provide few things like the project name. You can provide the project name from here. जो भी आपका अपना प्रोजेक्ट का नेम आपको यहाँ से देना है. You can provide a unique name here. आप यहाँ से अपना unique name provide कर सकते हैं. And after that you have an option in location. Okay, so आपको यहाँ से जो आपकी लोकेशन होती है प्रोजेक्ट की, you have to आपको अपने अकॉर्डिंग चेंज करनी होगी. लाइक मैंने जैसे कि एक किया हुआ है कि मैं ई ड्राइव के अंदर मैंने स्टैट प्रोजेक्ट टीम का एक फोल्डर क्रिएट किया हुआ ऑलरेडी. सो यू कैन ब्राउज इट. आप उसको यहाँ से ब्राउज भी कर सकते हैं. ई ड्राइव, here in the E drive I have a folder stat project and select, so that all the files will be saved in that particular location. After that you have to select the analytical model and you have the option create. But before clicking on create, there is one more thing, that is the job info. So from the job info you can provide your job name, your job number, client's name, and the particular part which you are creating of a particular project. वो आप यहाँ से part number, everything you can provide it. वो सारी चीजें आप यहाँ से provide कर सकते हैं. And then just click on create. But before creating the create, one more option here is there, that is the unit. So mostly in the StatPro, according to the Indian code, we have to work on the metric unit. Default when you install the software, the setting will be English. आपका default जब आपकी settings होंगी, that will be English folder. आपकी settings होंगी English means that mean कि all the units were in feet and inches. Okay, so आपको ये आपको change करना पड़ेगा unit को metric में. So every time जब भी आप प्रोजेक्ट ओपन करेंगे हर बार आपको क्या करना होगा, यहाँ पे you have to change it to the metric. So just do one thing, just change the software's configuration. तो आप वहां से इसको डायरेक्टली चेंज कर सकते हो अकॉर्डिंग टू द इंडियन कोड. तो उसके लिए आपको क्लिक करना होगा कॉन्फ़िगर में. यू हैव टू डू दिस ओनली वंस, केवल एक बार आपको करना होगा. जस्ट क्लिक ऑन द कॉन्फ़िगर. सो फ्रॉम द कॉन्फ़िगर you will get one thing here, you will get the general settings like base unit. So default it will be English, you have to change it to the metric, then click OK. So आपकी जो unit होगा that will be changed to the metric. And one more thing here it is, that is the global axis. यहाँ पर आपको global axis भी दिखेगा. So default जो हम सॉफ्टवेयर में यूज कर रहे हैं global axis, that is the Y up in this software. But mostly software you know that like जो आपके CAD softwares होते हैं, तो वो आपके मोस्टली सॉफ्टवेयर जो वर्क करते हैं वो आपके करते हैं आपके Z अप में. बट हियर इन दिस सॉफ्टवेयर, इस सॉफ्टवेयर के अंदर हम जो आपको डिफॉल्ट सेटिंग मिलेगी दैट विल बी वाई अप। तो इसको हम यहाँ पर वाई अप पे आपका यहाँ पर सेटिंग पे हम वर्क स्टार्ट करते हैं। ठीक है, सो I will set it to the global axis Y and then click on OK. Then just click on the create. It is saying that the structure one is already exists. So if you want to overwrite or anything else, जैसे कि मैंने unique name नहीं दिया था, just मैंने इसको structure one नाम दे रखा था, तो so that's why it is asking for the overwrite. So currently I'm just going to overwrite it. But whenever you do your projects, you have to select the particular project name. चलिए, अब जब आप इस पे आप क्लिक कर देंगे, सो हियर इट इज, यहाँ पर आप देख रहे हैं दैट इज अ सॉफ्टवेयर GUI. आई एम नाउ गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन एवरीथिंग हियर. सो फर्स्ट जब आप ओपन करेंगे, सो ऊपर टॉप पे आपको दिखेगा दैट इज योर मेन्यू बार. ये आपका मेन्यू बार है. सो here in this menu bar you will get option geometry, view, select, specification, loading, analysis and utilities. So this geometry menu is here for creating new projects. जो आपके geometry menu given है, ये आपके जो भी नए projects create करने हैं उसके लिए आप करते हैं. Like आपको models को क्रिएट करना, उसके मॉडल्स को क्रिएट करने से पहले मैं आपको जस्ट वन थिंग मैं आपको शो करना चाहूंगा. जस्ट वेट, that will be your workflow of the software. मैं आपका जो workflow है वो मैं आपके साथ शेयर करना चाहूंगा स्क्रीन पे. Here it is the workflow of the structure analysis. So there are total few points. Like first of all, we have to create a prototype model. Then the second thing we will learn in this software, that will be properties. After the properties, next point will be apply support. After the support, the next one will be loading, then primary analysis, post processing, and the last one will be secondary analysis. अब इनका मीन आपको मैं एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ. If I want to create if I want to analyze a structure, अगर मुझे कोई structure analyze करना है in the StatPro, that mean कि जो structure होगा that will be कि एक proposed structure होगा जो आपको लास्ट में जिसका आपको real model create करना है. So for that particular real model, first of all we have to create a virtual model. जो भी रियल मॉडल आपका बनना है उसको एनालाइज करने के लिए हमें सॉफ्टवेयर पे उसी का एक वर्चुअल मॉडल वी कैन कॉल द प्रोटोटाइप. ठीक है, वो आपको प्रोटोटाइप मॉडल्स यहाँ सॉफ्टवेयर पे क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा. देन आफ्टर दैट आपको प्रॉपर्टीज, दैट मीन कि अगर वो वहां जो भी मॉडल आपका बनना है वहां पर आपका कॉलम या बीम क्या साइज प्रपोज है कि मिनिमम इतना साइज है, जो भी आप अप्लाई करोगे मे बी इट विल बी रॉन्ग वैल्यूज, वो भी सकता है गलत भी हो. सो उसमें जो भी चेंजेस होने हैं वो आप we will do the changes, we will make changes according to the analysis report. ठीक है, सो बेसिकली एक प्रपोज्ड वैल्यूज तो होती ही है माइंड में जिनको आप यूज करेंगे प्रॉपर्टीज वगैरह अप्लाई करने के लिए. आफ्टर दैट आप उसमें सपोर्ट प्रोवाइड करेंगे जो भी आपने प्रोटोटाइप मॉडल बनाया है. देन आफ्टर दैट लोडिंग, इन द लोडिंग वी विल अप्लाई द डेड लोड, लाइव लोड एंड few dynamic loads also like seismic. ठीक है, तो ये सारे लोड केसेस आप यहाँ पर अप्लाई करेंगे. तो इनको कैसे अप्लाई करना है, एवरीथिंग वी विल लर्न इन दिस सॉफ्टवेयर. and then we will do the primary analysis and the report of the primary analysis will be seen in the post processing method. यहाँ पर पोस्ट प्रोसेसिंग के अंदर जो भी आपका प्राइमरी एनालिसिस का आउटपुट होता है उसको आप यहाँ पर चेक कर सकते हैं. देन आफ्टर दैट वी विल डू द सेकेंडरी एनालिसिस, दैट विल बी योर कंक्रीट डिजाइन और स्टील डिजाइन. ठीक है, वो सारी चीजें आप, ये आपके टोटल आपका वर्क फ्लो होता है जो आप मैं आपको यहाँ पर एक्सप्लेन करूंगा. ठीक है, अब अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस वर्क फ्लो, इस वर्क फ्लो के अकॉर्डिंग ही हमारे मेन्यू यहाँ पर डिफाइन किए गए हैं. लाइक मैं आपको मेन्यू यहाँ पे शो करता हूँ. सो द फर्स्ट वन इज द ज्योमेट्री मेन्यू. ठीक है, सो इन द ज्योमेट्री मेन्यू दैट मीन कि जो आपको प्रोटोटाइप मॉडल क्रिएट करना है उसको क्रिएट करने के लिए वी हैव फ्यू कमांड्स लाइक git method, structure wizard, translational repeat, rotate, circular repeat. ठीक है, मैनी कमांड्स यहाँ पर आप देखेंगे, add plate, add beam methods. तो ये सारे मेथड्स आपको किस लिए आपकी हेल्प करेंगे, दे विल हेल्प यू टू क्रिएट अ प्रोटोटाइप मॉडल. जब आपका मॉडल आपका क्रिएट हो जाएगा तो आपको उस मॉडल्स को एवरी व्यू से एक बार आप चेक कर सकते हो. पर्टिकुलर आप उसको टॉप व्यू या फ्रंट व्यू या जिस भी व्यू से आप देखना चाहते हो उसके लिए वी हैव टू यूज द view menu. ठीक, if you have any problem here at a particular plate, that mean slab या किसी particular beam पर या node पे कोई problem है, तो उस particular problems को sort out करने के लिए आप उसको select करेंगे, and for that we have the select menu. That means from the select menu we have many cursors like node cursor. It is for to select the joints, beam cursor to select the beam, plate that means to select the slab. ठीक है, तो ऐसे ही आपके ज्योमेट्री, मेंबर कर्सर्स, ऐसे आपके अलग अलग डिफरेंट कर्सर्स होते हैं. या इफ यू वांट टू सिलेक्ट एनी बीम विच इज पैरेलल टू एक्स एक्सिस और वाई एक्सिस, तो उसी के अकॉर्डिंग देखेंगे आप. यहाँ पर आप पैरेलल टू एक्स वाई जेड ये सारे ऑप्शंस गिवन होते हैं. दैट मीन कि ये सारे जो आपके टूल्स गिवन है इन द सिलेक्ट मेन्यू, वी विल यूज देम to select the particular entities. That entities will be your node, beam or plate, anything. ठीक है, and after that we have the specification menu. This is for to provide the properties. जैसा कि आपने देखा था यहाँ पर कि प्रॉपर्टीज के लिए जो मैं आपको बताया था मैंने कि प्रॉपर्टीज अप्लाई करते हो, वैसे ही प्रॉपर्टीज को अप्लाई करने के लिए हम यूज करते हैं यहाँ पर आपका स्पेसिफिकेशन मेन्यू का. प्रोटोटाइप मॉडल्स को बनाने के लिए आपका क्या था, ज्योमेट्री मेन्यू. उसको देखने के लिए, सिलेक्ट करने के लिए व्यू एंड सिलेक्ट ऑप्शन था. एंड प्रॉपर्टीज अप्लाई करने के लिए वी हैव द स्पेसिफिकेशन मेन्यू. ठीक है, आफ्टर दैट वी हैव द नेक्स्ट मेन्यू दैट इज द लोडिंग. ठीक है, फ्रॉम द स्पेसिफिकेशन से ही आपका सपोर्ट भी प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं. दैट इज फॉर द प्रोफाइल दैट विल बी, आप देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे बीम प्रोफाइल. दिस इज फॉर द प्रॉपर्टीज एंड हियर इट इज फॉर द सपोर्ट. तो ये आपका जो प्रॉपर्टी एंड सपोर्ट है, आप इसको स्पेसिफिकेशन मेन्यू से प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं. अदरवाइज यहाँ पर आप देखेंगे एक ऑप्शन यहाँ पर भी गिवन है, प्रॉपर्टीज एंड सपोर्ट. आप डायरेक्टली यहाँ से भी इसको आप अप्लाई कर सकते हो. ठीक, आफ्टर द प्रॉपर्टी एंड सपोर्ट, नेक्स्ट वन इज अप्लाई लोड. तो ये जो लोडिंग अप्लाई करने के लिए वी हैव द नेक्स्ट मेन्यू दैट इज द लोडिंग. तो यहाँ से लोडिंग के थ्रू आप यहाँ से आपके जो लोड केसेस होते हैं, दैट मीन कि डेड लोड या लाइव लोड और रेफरेंस लोड, एक डायनेमिक लोड, सारी चीजें आप यहाँ से आप उसको डिफाइन कर सकते हो. जैसे कि आप देख रहे हो सिस्मिक विंड. ठीक है, साथ में इनको डिफाइन करने के लिए आप देखेंगे यहाँ राइट साइड में भी आपका लोडिंग डेफिनेशंस आ जाते हैं. आप इनको यहाँ से भी डिफाइन कर सकते हो. सो मोस्टली वी यूज दिस मेन्यू. ये जो आपको यहाँ पे लेफ्ट साइड में दिख रहा है लोड एंड डेफिनेशंस, वी विल यूज दिस टैब फॉर प्रोवाइडिंग द लोडिंग. जो भी आपने लोडिंग अप्लाई किया, आफ्टर दैट वी विल डू द प्राइमरी एनालिसिस. हम उसको प्राइमरी एनालिसिस करते हैं. फॉर दैट वी हैव द एनालिसिस एंड डिजाइन मेन्यू. इसके लिए आपके पास एनालिसिस एंड डिजाइन मेन्यू है. यहाँ से आप एनालिसिस कमांड एंड एनालिसिस करके अपने प्रोजेक्ट को एनालाइज कर सकते हैं. आफ्टर दैट मैंने आपको बताया कि हम पोस्ट प्रोसेसिंग के अंदर इसको पूरा आपका एनालिसिस रिपोर्ट चेक करते हैं. So here ये जो आपको पोस्ट प्रोसेसिंग ऑप्शन दिख रहा है, इसके लिए we have the option in the software पोस्ट प्रोसेसिंग के लिए. you will see that here it is the post processing tab. ठीक है, ये आपको वर्कफ्लो के अंदर यहाँ पे भी मिल जाएगा आपका पोस्ट प्रोसेसिंग. एंड देन इन द लास्ट, द सेकंड वन इज द your last one was the secondary analysis. So in the secondary analysis we do the concrete और steel design. तो वो आपके लिए यहाँ पे ऑप्शन आपको एनालिसिस एंड डिजाइन में ही डिजाइन कमांड्स के अंदर आपको मिल जाएगा. जैसे स्टील डिजाइन करना है या कंक्रीट डिजाइन करना है, सो वी हैव द ऑप्शंस. ठीक है, तो दैट वाज द कि वर्कफ्लो के लिए पर्टिकुलर जो वर्कफ्लो था आपका, इस वर्कफ्लो के लिए इस मेन्यू का यूज किया जाएगा. आई थिंक इट इज क्लियर टू एवरीवन. ठीक है, नाउ आफ्टर दैट अब हम वापस से ज्योमेट्री मेन्यू से याद स्टार्ट करते हैं. सो हियर इन द ज्योमेट्री मेन्यू वी हैव द ग्रिड ऑप्शंस लाइक दिस, बीम ग्रिड, एवरीथिंग. ठीक है, सो हियर इट इज द ज्योमेट्री मेन्यू. डिफॉल्ट जो फर्स्ट में आ जाता हूँ. ओके, आफ्टर द ज्योमेट्री, हाँ ज्योमेट्री मेन्यू में आने के बाद यू विल सी दैट कि यहाँ पर आपको राइट साइड में, हियर इन द राइट साइड यू विल सी द डेटा बार. इसको हम डेटा बार बोलते हैं जस्ट बिकॉज अगर कोई भी स्ट्रक्चर आप क्रिएट करते हो, ठीक है, जिसका भी आप प्रोटोटाइप मॉडल बनाते हो, एनीथिंग, सो ऑल द डेटा, दैट मीन इफ हियर इट इज अ बीम, तो बीम पर्टिकुलर किन दो नोड से मिलके बनी है. and if there is any node, तो particular node की coordinate value क्या है, every data you will get it here in the data bar. वो आपको सारा डेटा आपको है डेटा बार में यहाँ से मिल जाता है. Next one, just wait. Yeah. So जो हमारा फर्स्ट मेथड है ज्योमेट्री का, जो मैंने आपको बताया था वर्कफ्लो में हमारा जो फर्स्ट ऑप्शन दैट इज द क्रिएट प्रोटोटाइप मॉडल. तो इस प्रोटोटाइप मॉडल्स को क्रिएट करने के लिए हम जो फर्स्ट यूज करेंगे मेन्यू वो है आपका ज्योमेट्री, और ज्योमेट्री मेन्यू में फर्स्ट कमांड आपकी रहेगी दैट विल बी योर ग्रिड. ओके, तो बिफोर डिफाइनिंग ग्रिड द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग जो आपको यहाँ पर देखनी है दैट विल बी योर directions. So here in this software we have two types of direction. The first one global direction, the second one local direction. So for global direction मैं एक यहाँ पर I will just create a beam. मैं आपको इस सारी चीजें भी एक्सप्लेन कर दूंगा कि मैंने ये वैल्यूज कैसे प्रोवाइड किए हैं.
Amer,
Yes sir.
I would suggest one thing because we have some participants who do not understand Hindi. So if you can focus more on English, it will be better.
Okay sir, okay sir. I will focus on the English only now.
Thank you.
Welcome sir. Well, so here it is your grid system. So I'm just going to create a beam here. So here this beam which I just created, it is along the x-axis. You can see the axis here at the left bottom corner. This axis is along, this is parallel to x-axis. That means this beam is along the x-axis only. Then the second one here it is, this beam is along the y. You can see it from the left bottom points. आप यहाँ पे left bottom points, you can see it here. Just this beam is along the y-axis. And the last one, wait. Yeah. So now you can see three beams here. The first one, the beam number 1, you can see the beam number. Beam number 1, this beam is along the x-axis. Beam number 2, this one is along the y-axis, and the third one is along the z-axis. Okay, now I'm just going to press Shift I. If I press the Shift I, you will see that here a coordinate x, y, z is shown, and this is this coordinate is this is your global axis. You can see the global axis x, y, and z. The blue line, it is showing the x-axis, red one is for y, and green one is for the z-axis. Okay, and the shortcut for the global axis is, to show the global axis we have to press Shift plus I. Now I am just going to press Shift O. Shift O is for the local axis, and the local axis will be vary. ये आपकी vary करेगी, it will vary along to the beam direction. You can see here the blue one is along the x. So here in the beam number 2, you will see that the local x is towards the global y. You can see the global y is here, it is y up, and but in the local direction you are seeing the direction of the beam x is along the y axis. Is it clear to everyone? You can see that the direction of the local axis and the direction of the local axis will be defined through the beam direction. Okay, and you will get you will see one more thing here in the you can see the node numbers here. The node number 1, node number 2, 3 and 4. You can see the total 4 node numbers here. I just created a beam. I just created 3 beams here. and you will see that there a total 4 nodes has been created in the, you will get the coordinate values of that particular node. If I pick the node 1 here, it is the node number 1 and the coordinate value is for this node is 0 0 0. After that, the second node, the coordinate value for the second node is 10 0 0. One more thing you have to note it down, the shortcut to show the node number, you have to press shift N. If I press the shift N, you will see that all the node number has been shown here. Node number 1, 2, 3 and 4. And here in the data bar, you will see the node numbers, node number 1, 2, 3 and 4. If I pick the node number 4 here, you will see that here the node number 4 has been highlighted with the red color. Now I want to create a new node here. That means just along the that means I want to create a node here that will be just above the node number 2 and the coordinate value for that particular node will be 10 10, just wait, 10 10 0. If I put the value 10 10 0, you will see that a new node and the number of that particular node is node number 5 has been created here. Okay, same I want to create a node here. अगर मैं यहाँ पर node, if I want to create a node, next node here, the node number will be node number 6 and the value will be along the x-axis it will be 10, along the y it will be 0 and along the z it will be also 10. So I have to provide the value 10 0 10. You will see that a new node number has been created. Now I want to create a beam between the node number 3 and 5. So to create the beam, you have the structure one beam option here. I want to create a beam between the node number 3 and 5. So I will put the value 3 tab 5. Okay, so you will see that a beam has been created. Just tell me one thing here. The direction, the local direction, according to the local direction, just I press the shift plus O, you can see the direction of the beam will be from node number 3 to node number 5. But if I put the value 5 to 3, you will see that the direction of the beam will be reversed. That is the local direction. I just told you already that local direction will be changed according to the direction of the beam. So now here we can say that the direction of that beam is from the node number 5 to node number 3. It will depend upon the data which I provide here. Now I want to create a next beam here from node number 2 to node number 5. Then I will provide the value 2 and 5. Is that clear? How to work through the grid system? That will be your data bar. Now the next method is your grid system. I will explain all these things through the grid system, and that will be more easy than this. Just because creating the beam and column through the coordinate value, it will be very complicated. You can see that if I want to create a single beam, then we have to create two nodes first, then we have to provide that particular node number here, then a single beam will be created. That means it is very complicated method, but sometimes we have to use this method also whenever kahin par aapko, if sometimes we have to work according to the particular coordinate systems ke according, we have to work according to the coordinate system, then we have to provide these values through the coordinate system, and it will be we will use this method very rarely. I will explain this when jab bhi inki zarurat padegi, I will explain this. The next one is the grid system. So now I'm just first of all I'm just going to delete it. Just select them and then press delete. So if you press the delete key, first it will delete the beam, then it will ask you to delete the nodes. If I press the yes, all the beam and node will be deleted. A single node has been remaining here. So you can select that particular node from the data bar also and just press the delete key. So that particular node will be also deleted. Now I'm just going to explain the grid method. So just see it here. First of all, you have to click onto the grid and then click on the beam grid. When I click on the beam grid, you will see that grid has been shown. Here it is. And you can say that it is the XZ plane, just because this beam is this axis, this coordinate system is along the x-axis and this one is along the z. That means it is the XZ plane. Now I want to change the plane to the XY. Just click on the edit menu, edit option here. Just click on the edit, you will get the plane XY and YZ. Okay, so you have the options to select the particular plane in which you want to work. So here it is a question. I want to create a cube of 5 meter length. Okay, so in the cube, you know that all the dimensions are same. So I want to create a cube and the length of one particular dimension, one particular axis of that particular beam. That means the dimension of one line of that cube is 5 meter. So first I will arrange the view in the XY plane. Then I will create a rectangle here like this. Then I will click on the OK, and then I will close the grid system. So now you can see that the one face of that particular cube has been created. Same, just click on the beam grid option. After that, I will change the grid towards the XZ. Now I will click here and create a rectangle here also of 5 meter length. One more thing, if by chance I just missed the point here, now you can see it. Now I'm not able to create a beam here. You can see that I just create a one beam and by chance I just press the escape key or any other key. So now I am not able to create a beam here. In that case, you have to just click on the snap node beam option. Basically, we just missed this particular option here. So you can see the X and Z of the sky blue color. Same snap node beam is of the, ये आपका currently it is किसी भी तरफ से select नहीं है. That means it is not selected. You have to just click here. If I just click on here, you can see that the sky blue color has been shown here on the snap node beam option. So now I am able to create the beam again here. Okay. Now you can see that the two plane has been created. Now I want to create a rectangle here also. So again, I will open the grid system, beam grid. Just click on the edit option. I will select the YZ plane, and the one beam has been already created. I will just create a 5 meter beam here like this. Okay. So now third plane is also created. Third face is also created. Now I want to just create beam here to from that particular node number 3. इस particular node number 3 से इधर से मैं एक beam create करना चाहता हूँ. So just open the grid system first, beam grid option, then just click on the edit. Now you can see that our grid is at the origin. That means it is at the 0, 0, 0. Okay, I want to move this grid at the node number 4. Then we have to move the grid. I have to move this grid at that particular node number, and you know that the distance is 5 and it is along the x-axis. That means if I give the value 5 in the x, then you will see that our grid has been moved 5 meter along the x-axis. Same, if I want to move the grid along the y-axis to and up to the 5 meter distance or 10 meter distance, then you have to put the value. Now here I'm just going to move the grid in the y-axis up to the 10. You can see that कि आप देख सकते हैं now it is moved towards the 10 axis and the distance is of 10 along the y axis and the distance is 10. So now again just create a beam here also. Okay. So now the next plane, I have to create a beam here between the node number 7 and 8. Only one beam has been left. Again, click on the grid system, beam grid. First, I will change the grid plane. I will just pick the XY plane towards the 0, 0, 0. Now we have to move the plane along the Z axis. If I move the plane along the Z axis, and I will put the distance 5 so that the plane will be shifted between the node number 5 and 6 like this. Just click on that particular beam like this. So that is your grid system. You can move the grid, you can rotate the grid also. Just see it. If I want to rotate the grid along any any axis, if I want to rotate the xy plane along the axis y and I want to rotate it at an angle of 45 degrees, just give the value 45. You will see that the plane has been rotated. You can see it from the top view like this. The plane is rotated along the y-axis at angle of 45. If I provide the angle 135, so you will see that that particular plane has been rotated 135 angle. That means here like this up to this one 90 plus 45. Okay, so I'm going to arrange it in the default position. Now one more thing, you can see it. I want to increase the grid values. Like you can see that here we can create a beam of 10-meter length only through this beam, through this grid system. I want to create a beam of 14 meter, then you have to change the values along the x-axis. I want to create a beam that will be along x-axis and the length of that particular beam I want to create a 14 meter. Just increase the value. You can change the value along the x or y, and it is changing along the right side. I want to change it in the left side, that means towards the negative direction. Just give the value. I just provide the value 3 in the left. You can see here it is 0. After that -1, -2 and -3 has been created. Okay, so you can change the grid orientation and grid distance also, and you can change the grid spacing also. Like if it is 10, and you can see that the spacing between the grid is 1 meter. Okay, like a 0, 1, 2, 3. And I want to create the spacing between all grid lines 1.5 meter. Just provide the spacing value 1.5. So now you will see that all the distance here in the grid system is 1.5 meter each. 1.5, then 3, then 4.5, like this. Again, I'm going to arrange it in the default values like this. Okay. One more thing, in the grid system, this is a linear grid. You can see that this system is known as with the name of linear grid. You can see the name also, default grid. In the bracket you can see that linear grid. So from the create menu, we have two more options, radial and irregular. What is the irregular? I'm just going to explain here in this system जो आप currently देख रहे हैं, this is the regular method. That means if I provide the spacing 1.5, that means each grid distance will be of 1.5. But if I say that the first distance will be of 2 meter, the next one will be of 3, then next one is 4.5, that means it is now in the irregular state. So in that condition, just pick the irregular here. First I'm going to delete this structure, then you will get it properly. Yeah. So I just pick the irregular, just provide the name, IR or anything else जो भी आप name provide करेंगे. Then I have to provide the spacing, and you can see it is the relative grid line spacing. Relative means it will relate the distance from the last point. If I put the value, first value 3, next one 4.5, then press space, next one 1.5. That means the first grid will be at 3 meter, the second will be at 7.5, just because it is the relative method. That means it will pick the distance from the last point. If the distance is 4.5, then that means it is 4.5 from the 3. Is that clear? It is the relative method. It is the relative grid line distance method. That means the distance will pick from the last point, not from the origin. Okay. So in the y, I provide the value. I will provide 1, then 1.5, then 4, or anything else. I will provide it 3.5 first one, then 3, then 3. Then click on the OK and just select the IR. So you will see that this is the irregular grid system. The first distance is 3, next one is 4.5. That means the total distance from the origin will be 7.5, and the next one was 1.5. That means 7.5 plus 1.5, it is 9. Same along the y-axis, the first distance is of 3.5, the second one is of 3, the third one is of 3. 3.5, 3.5 plus 3, that will be 6.5, 6.3. Okay, if I provide the last distance to 2.5 and I click on the OK, so you can see it here. That is the irregular method. If I want same, you can change the plane and you can change the value in the z-axis also. Just provide the distance according to your project requirement. Okay, so come to the last point, that is the radial method. So just click on the create again, like this. I will show you. Just click on the create method, then click on here. You have the next option, radial. So in the radial, just first you have to provide the name. I'm just going to provide the name, radial. So along the radial axis, you will get values like this. So currently I'm not going to change anything. My default values पे रखूंगा, then you will get everything. Just see it here. Here it is the radial. Now I'm just going to explain it. Yeah, just see it. So here the grid origin is 0, 0, 0. Okay, and the sweep angle is 360. So from the top view, you can see the total angle is 360 degree. If I change the total sweep angle to 180 degree, like this, you will see that the total sweep angle is now 180 degree. Okay, if I provide the value minus 180, then the direction will be reverse. Okay, so currently I'm just going to provide total 360 angle. The next one is the base. That means that angle 360 is divided in total 10 parts. That means each grid line will be off at a 36 degree. Okay, so like the total 360 is divided by the 10, that means the value will be 36. That means here the angle is of 36 degree. Okay, if I provide the base to 4, you will see that the grid angle will be of 90 degree. Is that clear to everyone? Here you can see I can change the bay values 3, but can't less than 3. If I press you can see that I can't give the value less than 3, just because if I provide the value less than 3, that means it will be 2, it will convert into the linear again. That's why we can put the value greater than 2 only. Okay, it's like this. If I provide the value 6, that means the angle between them will be of 60 degree. Now come to the second point, that will be the points radius 1 and radius 2. Okay, so here radius 1 will be 0 due to this, because of the origin value. You can change the radius 1 also, but in the rare cases, just understand the first one, that will be the radius 2 method. So here it is the 120 degree. Okay, the seat. So, and the division is of total number of divisions are 8. So you can see that total last angle start from the 0 and the last one is of 120. Start radius is of 0. You can see it, that will be 0. Then second one is 15, just because if you divide 120 by 8, that will be the number of divisions, you will get value 15. If I put the value 10 here, so you will see that its value will be 12, 24, 36, 48 and up to the 120. Okay, now just I'm going to explain ki why, when to use this method. The example is here. I want to create a water tank, and the number of pillars in that particular water tank is 8. I want to create a water tank of 8 pillars, and the radius of that water tank is of 20 meter. So just see, first I will provide the sweep angles base in the sweep angle 8, just because I want to create a water tank of 8 pillars. So you can see there are total 8 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. After that, you can see here angle values. I just want to create an angle of 20 degrees, so 20 meter radius. I want to create a water tank of 20 meter radius. So I will provide the value anything here. I will just provide the 20 directly. Okay, and the base value I will provide 5 like this. Now anything you can provide any value here, but just you have to put the value greater than 2. Okay, so now you can see we have the points 20 meter and the total points are 8. Just click on that particular points from the snap node B method like this. So you can see that here we have total 8 nodes where the column will be created. Just select them and we can create nodes here. Kaise create karna? I will explain this in the next method, that will be your translational repeat. So thus, just using this method, we have the total 8 nodes where we have to create the pillars. Okay, so this is the basic use of the radial method. And if you want to change the grid system again, now we have total 3 grid systems. First one of the linear, second one is irregular, the third one is radial. Yeah. Now I'm just going to remove them first. Now come to the next method of creating the structure, that is your translational repeat. So for the translational repeat, at least one beam has been आपको create करनी पड़ेगी. You have to create at least one beam. So again, I want to create a cube of 5 meter length. Okay, I just want to create a cube of 5 meter length. For that, I will just create a beam of 5 meter length only. I just created a beam. Here it is. and the length of this beam is 5 meter. Just double click on that particular beam, you will get the length value also. Now I will use the translational repeat method. So here it is the translational repeat option in the structure wizard. I will just click on the translational repeat method. Here you will get the global direction X, Y, and Z. Okay, so here I want to repeat it towards the x-axis. So I will pick the global direction X. It is a linear method. Translation is a linear repetition method also. We can say that is the linear repetition method also. I want to repeat it. If I want to create a cube, you know that the length of that particular beam of all beam will be of 5 meters. So I will just provide the spacing 5. I will repeat it towards the global direction, and then I will click on the link step. I will not pick the open base. I will explain why. Just see it. Yeah. So that is the particular beam. I just repeat it in the x-axis, and I just pick the link step option. Just picking the link step method, these two beam has been created. If I pick the open base, in that condition, this particular bottom beam will not create. Just see it. I'm just going to press the Ctrl Z again. Press this particular beam. Click on the translation repeat. Global direction X. I'm not going to pick anything here. I will just provide the distance of 5 meter. Number of step 1. Just click on the OK. So you will see that a beam has been repeated, but here link beam has missed here. So just you have to pick the link step option also, so that linking beams will also created. If I pick the open base, you will see that due to this, the base is not open. Okay, just pick the global direction. That will be X, spacing, link step, then click on OK. Now I will pick all these beams. Use the translation repeat method again. This time we have to select the global direction Z. You can see that here it is the direction will be along the Z axis. Number of step 1, link step, and just click on the OK. So cube has been created. This is the simplest method. We have total 3 methods now. You can provide the coordinate value one by one. It will be very complicated. The second one was grid system method from the beam grid linear grid method, and the next one is your translation repeat, and this one is the simplest method. Using this method we can repeat it more than 2 times, more than 3 times also. That means more than multiple times. Just see it. Just pick this beam. This time I'm just going to repeat it. First, along the global direction, I'm just going to change the number of steps to 4, and the spacing between all steps will be 5. If you want to change the spacing, just I want to repeat first distance to 3, the second one of 4, next one 5, and last one again of 3. So just change the value one by one here. Just click on link step and click on OK. So you will see that the first step is the distance between here will be of 3 meter. The second one is of 4 meter. Third one is of 5 meter. And the last one is again of 3 meter. That means you can put the value according to your requirement. Just see it again. You have the options to change them. Now I will select them again. using the translation repeat method, global direction Z, number of step 3, spacing, each spacing I want to create of 3 meter, just change it here. If I put the value 3 here, you will see that all the spacing will be of 3 meter. Now, if you want to change any spacing, like in between, I want to create a 3.5, just put the value 3.5. So step second will be of 3.5 meter. Link them and click on OK, like this. Now arrange it in the front view. So to arrange the view, you have the options here. Just click on the view menu. In the view menu, you have the view options. That is the isometric view. This is the top view, bottom view, side view, and here it is the front view. Just click on the front view. The front view has been arranged. Now I will select all the top beams and just click on the isometric view again. Now I will repeat it in the Y direction. Just click on the geometry menu again, translation repeat, pick the global direction Y, then number of step. In the global direction, we can't pick the open base option, just because here the base is not available. Okay, you can just link them, click on OK, like this. Is that clear to everyone? I think all these methods are clear to everyone. And I hope for today it is sufficient, just because first day currently we don't have the software. So first just install the software today and then practice these all methods which I explained.
Yeah, Amit, you're absolutely right. What I have done is I'm going to share Lalit's number was shared in the morning also. So I'm sharing Sahil's number also. So we are making all the arrangement for you to download and activate the software. Everything is with you. Please download and activate the software today so that tomorrow once you come, you should have your software up and running. The link has already been shared with you in the morning session. If you want, I can again share it with you, but it will be much better. Lalit will also be there in the WhatsApp group for MNI Liberty and participant. So please make sure by tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock, you have the software up and running. I think it's already 4, and since they need some practice also, so we should not go beyond this. Amit, you're absolutely right. And let's do the session here today and start it tomorrow from here on.
Yeah, Raminder, I think that's perfectly fine. We stop for the day. And I request all the participants, including the students, to please mark your attendance in the Google form that has been uploaded in the chat box. It is very important that all of you please do mark your attendance before you exit from the session. And once I'll take this opportunity to thank Mr. Amit also. He made a very good presentation, Amit. And it's really a pleasure listening to you. So tomorrow we meet again at 11 o'clock sharp, and I request all the participants to try to be punctual, try to be within the system, within the this presentation. Before we exit, I would again like to make a request to Raminder that if you can please share the link, that link for the software in the chat box, because some of the students, they may not be able to join the WhatsApp group. So since the session is live presently, so if you can upload the link in the chat box, some of them, they may take it from the chat box and start downloading it, so that when they come tomorrow morning, they're prepared well with the updated software.
Sure. So, Amit, can you please do it?
Yes, sir. I will just
share the link.
I think sir, Lalit sir has the link. I think currently I don't have the link right now.
So I'll just see if we can do it right now within the next 5 minutes. because Lalit is in some other session. I'll try to share it. Just give me 5 minutes. I'll share it one by one. I'll share for the username.
Yes, sir, I just got the link. I'm just going to share it in the chat box.
Okay, I'm sharing the username and the password, and Amit is going to share the link. So here we go. We have the username, and we have the link of the software, and password is also there. They're all case sensitive. So everything is in place. So tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock, and we hope that you will not have any problems in downloading or installing the software. In case you have, you can get in touch with Sahil. He's an installation expert, and or you can get in touch with Lalit. Right? So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, sir, and thank you, Amit. Hope to see you all tomorrow.
Okay, Alvinda, thank you so much once again. All the best to all of you. Okay, thank you.